like 3 fights. You know what I'm saying? 3 title fights.
He's talking about with Islam. He's saying that he's a little new in the sport still.
There's a lot of work to do before.
But he has a big future. He got a big future.
Big future, but I think that same Habib career, not long.
Yeah, not very long.
Yeah, just started the pressure just didn't make the fight start. So it's done a lot. You know, you kept on keeping on, and I still are.
Like,
well, how is this even argued?
The longer you're on top, the more time your opponents get to study your footage. People fixate on fighting you instead of the next opponent.
And it's starting.
Yeah, it gets harder and harder the longer you get older.
And then they're yelling at you, and you're like, you know, you started to me. Why are you even talking? How about like that?
I feel like the comment that I made a lot of people upset, a lot of Islam fans upset. But really what I was trying to do is I was trying to translate for Nate to the Russians. Nate speaks in a very laid-back way. He speaks with a lot of slang, and if you're not American, it may be hard to understand what he was saying. So I was really just trying to translate for Diaz. But at the same time, me saying that Islam is an up-and-coming fighter, when it's coming from me, I can say that. Not many people can say that.
Up here in England, and I am shocked. Never in my life have I seen the UFC move an action figure as fast as they have. Jack Della Maddalena, mate, I am so proud of you. Look at that. World champ, and you've got your fucking action figure. Good on you, pal. Very proud of you. Good job.
Courage. Islam did not go up out of adding hardware to put on his mantle. He went up with one condition, which is I don't have to fight Belal Muhammad. Now, he can sit around and say, I could beat Belal, and I wouldn't go up and beat Belal because I can beat Belal. The bottom line is you entered a division openly that you said you wouldn't face one of the top guys. That's not a sign of courage. That's a sign of cowardice. I don't love the idea. You have an undefeated. Make sure you understand what happened. I know this is your friend, DC. I think of Islam as my friend too. But let's think of what he did. #1 ranked world champion who's chasing you down. He is willing to leave his division behind. He's willing to walk away from his belt to chase you down. You are so interested in getting
of knowing Islam Makhachev, is there anywhere that says this guy's going to duck anybody? That's not who he is.
Those two words just don't go together, Islam and ducking. You know, it doesn't add up in any sense of the word. Like you said, there's certainly situations of guys quote unquote ducking, but you know, you kind of have to define what ducking is too, right? Like, are they going out of their way specifically to not fight a guy? You know, Islam's going for a bigger opportunity. Like that I don't think that's ducking in any definition of the word that you can muster up. So, you know, there's also the business side. You know, when people talk about this ducking stuff, there's the business aspect of it. You know, that's just, you know, the redneck fans talking, you know, or the Reddit fans too, right? The opposite of redneck fans. But you know, the people like to say all kinds of things and make it more dramatic than it actually is. You know, like Islam, I don't see a single ounce of ducking in him anywhere. I think he would fight at 85 or 205 if he got the opportunity. Jack is probably even more technical than Ilya on the feet. You know, Ilya, pound for pound, I would argue probably has more power, but I would say Jack probably has more technique. So it's not a safer fight in any way at all. It's a very odd thing to say that he's ducking a smaller boxer to fight a bigger boxer.
It's a huge risk.
Yep.
It's a huge risk. You're younger, you're athletic, you hit hard, you pose problems. We don't have much data on you, meaning that we don't know what happens if you do. And this is me speaking from an analyst and like my experience in MMA. Like if I was to fight Tom Aspinall, okay, what do I need to do? Okay, he's very fast, very athletic, light on his toes. Okay, he blitzes across the void. So if he gets across the void, can I take that shot? A lot of people have not been able to take that shot. So if he gets across that void and I get hit, I might go fucking down. That happens, you become the biggest fucking star ever. You just slayed the GOAT in a lot of people's eyes, right? Or if I go out there, Jones' eyes, if I go out there and I beat him, it was just as his words said, he's here today, gone tomorrow, right? So that's my opinion, like from his standpoint, or maybe he wants $40 million.
Yep.
Opinion, when you look at Jon Jones, would you say it's a money thing or not wanting to fight you thing, or do you think it's a combination?
Well, I can tell you some stuff about the money situation, but I'm not sure I can say it on camera, so I will tell you that after. I think I think I'm a bad matchup for him, to be honest, and I think he knows it. I honestly can see Jon's point of view. I get it.
Yep.
I get it. It's just about the title for me.
Yep.
I just want the title. That's it.
Yep.
Does nothing else really matters. So, yeah, I get it completely. Get his point of view. Get what everybody's saying. Completely understand. I just want to prove I'm the best.